35 kilometers off Brazil's coast, a small island disappears beneath Atlantic forest. Its name is Ilha da Queimada Grande, but the world knows it as Snake Island. There are no hotels, no tourist trails, and no casual way to step ashore. The reason is hidden in the branches, the leaf litter, and the rocks. This is the only home of a snake found nowhere else on Earth. Its scientific name is Bothrops insularis. 35 kilometers off Brazil's coast, a small island disappears beneath Atlantic forest.
In Portuguese, Jararaca Ilhoa means the island Jararaca.
The name describes a predator and a biological accident shaped by isolation. Thousands of years ago, rising seas separated this land from the mainland. The snakes left behind on the island could no longer exchange genes with mainland populations. Generation after generation, the island population followed its own evolutionary path. That is why the golden lancehead is endemic. One island, one natural range. Its entire world is measured in forested slopes, rock ledges, and narrow strips of coast. There is no mainland refuge waiting just beyond the next ridge. That small range gives the snake a remarkable specialization and a serious vulnerability. The island's ecology also changed what a lancehead could eat.
With no native terrestrial mammals to chase, birds became an important part of its diet.
The golden lancehead is often seen above ground, where that food passes overhead. Its body, color, and grip help it live in a vertical forest. It is a specialized island viper, responding to the opportunities around it.
Like other pit vipers, it senses heat as well as movement.
Its venom helps subdue prey quickly, but the popular story is often exaggerated. For years, headlines repeated that its venom was many times stronger than mainland Jararaca venom. Butantan Institute research challenged that simple claim.
The venoms are more similar than the legend suggests.
That does not make a bite harmless.
It means the real story is more precise than the most frightening version.
A venomous animal can be medically dangerous without being the world's deadliest. For years, headlines repeated that its venom was many times stronger than mainland Jararaca venom. That distinction matters on an island where every individual belongs to the same fragile population. Access to Queimada Grande is therefore controlled, not casual. The island lies within a protected area overseen through Brazil's conservation authorities. Research, conservation, and essential maintenance are different from tourism. The lighthouse is part of the island's human history. But the lighthouse does not turn the island into a visitor attraction. Landing requires authorization, planning, and a reason connected to the site's protection. Even then, the terrain is steep, wet, and difficult to read. The greatest danger is not a swarm waiting for a dramatic entrance.
It is the combination of venom, limited visibility, unstable ground, and very little room for error.
That is why professional footage keeps distance and avoids provoking the animals. Butantan Institute has studied the golden lancehead for decades. Recent fieldwork revisited questions first opened by earlier venom studies. One major advance was reading the activity of venom gland genes.
That work helps explain how an isolated snake maintains a highly specialized venom system. The goal is not to make the island more frightening.
The goal is to make conservation decisions more informed. On the island, observation is often more valuable than intervention. A snake crossing a branch can reveal habitat use, timing, and seasonal behavior. A bird visit can reveal why a vertical ambush position matters. And a change in vegetation can change the entire hunting landscape.
Field researchers have described the island's vegetation as changing over time. Fire, storms, and human disturbance can matter even when no one lives there year-round.
For a species confined to one island, a local event can become a population-wide problem.
That is why the golden lancehead is classified as critically endangered.
Its range is tiny, its habitat is finite, and its future cannot be relocated easily.
Illegal collection adds another pressure to a species already limited by geography.
Removing even a few rare animals can damage a population that evolved in isolation.
Genetic research helps scientists see risks that a casual visit never could. The question is not simply how many snakes exist today. It is whether the population can remain healthy across future generations. That is where carefully managed conservation breeding can become a backup, not a replacement. Butantan has pioneered ex situ conservation work for endemic Brazilian snakes.
The purpose is to protect genetic and biological knowledge while the wild habitat remains protected.
No laboratory can recreate the island's full ecological story. The best conservation plan still begins with keeping the island safe. That also means resisting the myths that make Snake Island famous. That is where carefully managed conservation breeding can become a backup, not a replacement. The real danger is more interesting. Isolation magnifies every ecological risk. And the real mystery is how evolution can turn one island into an entire world. Queimada Grande is dangerous, but it is not a horror set. It is a living laboratory, a protected refuge, and the golden lancehead's only home. The safest way to understand it is with distance, evidence, and respect. Because on Snake Island, protecting the mystery also means protecting the animal.